This is Rennes-le-Chateau. It's a quirky little place, and I love it. It's the centre of mystery. Mystery that spans through time and history. People believe that there's many treasures here buried, but I only believe in one. I believe that Brian of Nazareth is the true Messiah. I think he got away from the crucifixion. I believe that he had a family and he set up shop here in Rennes-le-Chateau. There are many theories on it, and this is my investigation into it. I started my investigation by interviewing many people on this, try and get their insight on it. Many of them you'll recognise, and a few you won't. The first person I interviewed was world-renowned expert on the Rennes-le-Chateau mystery, and perhaps the man that broke it through outside of France. His name's Henry Lincoln. I drove to his place to find out what was going on, and whether he had any insight on the Brian of Nazareth mystery. When I met up with him, I asked him about his first impressions of Rennes-le-Chateau.
When I first stumbled across the church, and I entered it was a phantasmagorica of appalling taste, a bit like Saunier's soul himself. It is about plagiarism through the histories. If you look, you can see everywhere clues that denote Brian of Nazareth is the true Messiah.
I then asked Henry about his interviews with Pierre Plantard and the Priory of Brian. This is what he said.
I interviewed Plantard, and I thought him an amiable man. He did give me a video clip because he was obsessed with the fact that basically Dean Martin, the American-Italian singer, had actually stolen works from Adolf Hitler. He gave me this clip.
Ich verkünde die Spiele von Berlin zur Feier der 11. Olympiade in neuer Zeitrechnung als eröffnet.
Henry also showed me some footage Plantard had given him of subterranean homesick blues done by Jesus and Gangnam Style done by Sir Douglas Bader. I asked Henry if he'd show me the decipherment of the first parchment.
By all means, I will show you the decipherment any time. Shall we do it now?
I asked Henry about his decipherment. It took him many hours to get to this point. I said, does the big phallus have anything to do with the significance of the area and the sacred geometry of Rennes-le-Chateau?
Oh no, dear boy. I just like drawing cocks.
Henry had given me a big insight and a few leads. Before I left, he gave me this clip of his interview with Pierre Plantard. This relates to Brian and Nazareth, and I thought it was interesting. The secret of Rennes-le-Chateau is very simple. It is a secret about the lineage of Brian of Nazareth, the true Messiah. I am the descendant of which the priory protects. I am now gonna do stupid faces like Princess Diana of Wales. I have some proof of my line and lineage if you would like to see. After meeting with Henry, I was put onto a lead. A man calling himself the Tomb Man, or Ben Hammett, had said that he'd found interesting things near Rennes-le-Chateau. He said he was prepared to give me an interview and perhaps we'll discuss going down and filming the tomb. He said I should bring a load of sausages with me, as he was quite partial to them. He reckoned he had cracked the Sonia code. He reckons that it led him all the way down to the tomb of Brian and Nazareth and the Rata. He was convinced of this, so I agreed to meet him. Oi, is your name Ben Hammett? No, that is my brother. Can you tell me where I can find him? I really need to speak to him. He's over there, hiding behind the wall. Now go. Hello? Are you Ben? Hey, is your name Ben? Ben Hammett. I'm Betty. Hi there, how you doing? After our initial meeting, we got back to a place. Ben told me he'd had death threats about his discoveries, so he wanted to keep them low-key, so of course he put them on the internet. This is the footage that Ben put on his website. As you can see, he appears to have discovered something that looks like the Holy Gourd of Brian and Nazareth, and the people front of Judea's Holy Grail. Since posting this footage up on the internet, Ben told me he'd come under increasing scrutiny from various groups. He believed the Priory Brian had been tapping his sausages. I asked him how he came across the tomb, what was the story behind it, and this is what he said.
Well, the story is that basically I was in the woods near Rennes-le-Chateau and I was cooking some sausages and I was praying to St. Anthony, you know, oh, could I find something around here? Anyway, I found this cave. I go in the cave. I said, Mick, do you want to come in the cave? He went, nah, you just film it. I'll see it when we get back to the van. Anyway, I'm in that cave for 5 minutes. There's spiders, there's dust, there's leaves everywhere. Nobody's bloody cleaned it out. Anyway, I got the camera rolling. Bugger me, I dropped the camera. It accidentally falls down a hole. I was like, oh no, that camera cost me a bloody fortune. I said, Mick, I've dropped the camera down the hole. He went, well, you better get it out, it costs a lot of money. Anyway, I had lots of strings from my sausages left, so I put it down there with a little lasso. I wiggled about, and then I pulled it out. Luckily, the thing was still on record. When we got back to the bloody van, we had a look at the footage. Bugger me, there's the bloody Holy Gourd, there's the Holy Grail. Oh, I thought Brian and Nazareth. I found bloody Brian and Nazareth.
We found Ben's story compelling. I asked him if he'd take me to the tomb or the location, so we could have a good look at it.
I would tell you where the tomb is, but I've lost me bloody van key somewhere. But it's alright, Betty, it's alright. Don't you worry. I have looked at the clues in the church, Rennes-le-Chateau. Sonia is going to tell me exactly where those bloody keys are, and then I'll take it to the tomb.
Ben was convinced that the clues in the church would lead him to some clue of where his van keys were. Perhaps if he found them, then he'd take me to the tomb. He started by taking lots of measurements of things in the church, and then he did a funny dance. Then he was off for lunch for some more sausages, and then he came up with this and showed me this location.
Oh, I reckon we should dig here. Yeah. Look, let's put it out. Oh look, there's a stone. Look. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Let's see what's underneath. Oh my god, there's a bottle. There's a bloody bottle. Oh look, I think there's something in it. That looks like Sonia's signature. Oh my god. Look what I got. Look what I found. I told you those bloody keys had turned up.
When we got back to Ben's place, he decided he was going to open it there and then.
How the bloody am I going to get into that? I have to knock it. I have to smash it. It's not going to come out. Hang on a minute. I think I've done it. You just passed me my glasses, Sandy. Cheers, love. Oh, there's a bloody screw cap. Sandy. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Let me move that out of the way. Yeah, it's got his signature on it. What? I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if you can see it right. Dan's to Hooch was in the dog. Oh Oh, it's in my pocket. Oh, bloody hell, look what I've just found in my pocket. He was right. He was right. Oh, bloody hell, I've only just gone and found my bloody keys.
Ben had arranged to meet me the very next day and he'd take me to the tomb. Unfortunately, all I got was a phone call from him. He was scared and distressed. He believed that the Priory of Brian were putting pressure on him not to reveal the location of the tomb. A couple of months later, I got something in the post. It was allegedly from the Priory of Brian. They were interested in my documentary and they decided to give me a little bit of evidence. I thought this evidence was compelling because it's from Brian and Nazareth's mum. I think it should be the fitting way to end this mockumentary film. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed it.
He was a good boy, and he was the Messiah. Now bugger off. Go on, bugger off.